Okay. Let's see. Get everything set up. Where to go? Where's my chat window? When Joe says time skip and time doesn't skip, the fourth wall falls away. Hey, 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 it's a Joe Hills day. Howdy y'all, Joe Hills here. Howdy y'all. Have yourself, I guess I can't say a beer because that would lose me my family friendly tag. So, an ear of corn would be an excellent snack. You can pop it in a popper and it goes snap crack. I don't know, man. How to write songs improvisationally about snacking and watching my live stream. So I'll do the best I can. I am just a silly man, but I'm not a little dumb. As a general rule of thumb, I'm a little bit prideful and... Oh, what rhymes with prideful? What was that noise also? I heard like a weird like shoo 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 noise. Never heard that in the game before. Good time to look at my inventory and not like, you know, die. Oh my goodness. Okay. Well, let's see. Howdy y'all. Joe Hills here, recording as I always do. Oh, it's that. It's that. That's the grass breaking noise now, apparently. So we're just going to put some more of these torches in here. Hello, Sir Otter. Welcome, welcome. And then we can break some of these torches that we don't need. Excuse me. Yeah, that was that sound. Okay, so more like this. We are just gridding things out in between segments here. Vacuum is running at the in the hallway. I don't know if you guys can hear that at all, but it would show up in the recording in the very least. So it's not a good time to record yet. It's a good time to live stream, get a few things done off camera, if you ask me anyway. Matthew Morgan says, I've been rewatching your first season on Hermitcraft. Most definitely awesome. Thank you. Mike Wells says, best hermit in the game. Thank you. This is not necessarily going to be a super long stream. I'm just trying to do some kind of cleanup work. I wasn't really happy with where I wrapped up my footage at the end of the end of my lunch break. So I wanted to do a few minutes of just running around and grabbing some extra stuff to, you know, finish patching in the yard, get my map looking good, fix that tower top that doesn't look right. Just a few aesthetic things like that. Hi, Black Spider Gaming. I'm glad you like my base. We are just going to come down here and steal a bunch of my own dirt, which isn't really stealing. We are going to reallocate this wealthy soil. Uh-oh. I feel like I hit a ghost block there somewhere, but yeah, there's definitely a ghost block here somewhere. There it was. Some streams are better than none. Glad you're enjoying it, Caitlin. Sam says, hi, I'm new to your channel, but you really enjoy watching my videos. And you really enjoy watching my videos. Thank you, Sam. That's very kind. You guys are awesome. Thank you for coming out tonight. So let's see. Can you guys hear me talking? Hopefully you can. Okay. You're really confused on the whole D&D game thing. So the way I'm going to do it is it's basically going to work like the castle is graph paper. And so when we move around in the game, each of the hermits will have like a flag that represents them when they're in battle or whatever. So they'll be able to move around the battlefield and look at stuff and ask questions and things to record or stream or whatever on their channels. But so, like, for example, let's say that I don't have the markers with me with the banners, but, like, you know, Iskall might be here and a bear might be here, and false might be back here, and there's another bear this way. You know, they can see how far away they are based on the grid on the ground and cast spells and do attacks, that sort of thing. Barbara Gorgon said, "Good evening, new to your channel. Just caught up on Season 4 with Mumbo and X's Base, and they kept mentioning me." Oh, thank you. You've been watching Season 5 from the start, and you've been enjoying it. Oh, that's very kind, Barbara. I really appreciate the kind words. I do these streams so people can pop in and just hang out for a little bit. This is the stuff that doesn't really make it into the videos. Like putting all this dirt in here is, you know, it's one of those things I can do that while I'm thinking about or talking about other things. So I just kind of figure, okay, well, I'll swing on over here and, you know, help out around the server. I guess it's not really helping out around the server. Uh-oh, I'm getting a phone call that I cannot answer right now. Declined. But, let's see. Yep, you guys are more important than phone calls at the moment. Not really, I'll have to call them back, but... Okay, so we're just kind of coming in here and continuing with the grid and work around the outside of the castle. This is the castle, if you guys haven't seen it. It's based on Tracy and Laura Hickman's Ravenloft. It's basically an in-game model. So in the same way some people might use graph paper with the map of the castle printed on it, we're going to be playing with a three-dimensional map of the castle that I've hand-built, basically, in Minecraft. When do I live stream? I normally live stream for about 45 minutes every day at my lunch break, Monday through Friday. And occasionally I'll do a nighttime stream like this. Well, my wife's a grad student, so she works late most of the time. And so I can't come back to the studio without leaving my daughter home alone, which, being 4, isn't really viable. So, let's go ahead and time out. Unable key. Sorry, unable key. That's not really kind language. But yeah, what were we? Where do I live stream at? This is my studio, which is basically supported by my Patreon patrons. If you want to chip in, you're always welcome to go to patreon.com/JoeHills. Or if you're asking where do I stream to, I stream to Mixer, Twitch, and YouTube. I don't have an exclusivity contract, and I know everybody has their own favorite service to watch on. So, Anquiad says, "I'm so glad you're streaming now. Your normal streams are an hour after my lunch break." Sorry, but, you know, that's just when I can stream. That's based on my lunch break, unfortunately. So, gotta go to work and pay the bills. But, yeah. Good morning, YTDH. And hello there, Armando Guerrero. Morgie D says, "Wow." I'm guessing you're saying wow about the castle? I wish I'd thought of this castle. Tracy and Laura Hickman thought of this castle, and they did so in 1981. This is one of the most famous castles in Dungeons & Dragons history. And so I'm building a model of it to kind of wrap my head around their game design philosophy and as an exercise to improve myself as a game designer. Because I feel like, as important as it is to always do, as important as it is to do new things of your own, sometimes it's important to deconstruct the work of others. Like if you're trying to become a better artist, you want to draw a whole bunch of things from life, but you also want to imitate the styles of other artists occasionally to see, like, how did they achieve this, or what were they accomplishing with that? And sometimes when you attempt to recreate a piece in a new way, you learn even more about both your own strengths and weaknesses and the strengths of these other artists. So, yeah, Tracy and Laura Hickman, world-famous game designers, they put a lot of thought into this castle layout, and man, it has withstood the test of time. So I wanted to build a model of it and get a sense of what I could glean from that. And it's been fun. I'm really happy with this project. I know it seems like it's taken a while, but it's kind of supposed to. This is like basically the equivalent of me giving myself a college-level course on a single book. Like, you know how there are courses where it's like, okay, we're just going to do this book this semester? Like, this is me deconstructing one particular map over a very long time. And one of the interesting things about the Death House that I've also constructed is that that was built by Chris Perkins when he was attempting to do his own work with Castle Ravenloft. So, Yeah. Mike Wells says, how are you so nice? More people should be like me. Oh, thank you. You think Joe's the nicest guy? Well, I try. You know, a lot of that, too, is just practice. Like, honestly, I try to be patient in everything I do, but when I'm on camera, you know, there's a kind of thing where some people are like, I'm going to be the angry video gamer. I'm just going to be this big jerk, and it'll be really funny. And that's, I get that. That is, in some cases, really funny. But for me, I said, well, I'm not a professional actor. If I start going on camera and acting like a big jerk on camera, I'm going to act like more of a jerk in real life. And because I don't have the discipline to control that in the same way that an actor would, you know? And so then I was like, well, you know, what if because like when I first started doing this YouTube thing, my goal was to be like super proud. And it was like me versus Vetches, you know, Joe Hills versus an actual creationist deity who wants him dead, and all my super hostile maps. And that worked well with the super hostile maps. So I was like, you know, when I'm playing with other people, I think that maybe I should try to make a point to be kinder and more patient than I would normally be, just as an exercise, both to be more entertaining, but also to genuinely attempt to recognize opportunities for kindness and improve myself as a person. And I don't know if it's worked. I think maybe I'm just as kind of person in real life as I am on camera, but it hasn't hurt. I don't know. Let's see. Caitlin says she read a lot of fantasy books to help prepare for D&D. Yeah. There's no like if you I forget if it's the Player's Handbook or the Dungeon Master's Guide. There's one of them where it's like additional reading, and then there's just like 800 books listed. And I'm like, wow, I've read like 80 of these, but there's still so much more. There's so many great things you could draw from. Mike says he was shocked by how long my hair is. Yeah, well, I like having long hair. Let's see. Actual question, though. When is the last time I cut it? So the thing is that I got this professional photographer to take my picture for Twitter like 8 or 9 years ago now. No, it would have been, no, because it was, no, I've only had Twitter for like maybe 7 or 8 years, but whenever I got my Twitter, I had a professional photographer take a picture of me, and that I wanted to use also on my resume and stuff like that, and my hair was this length, and we took like 300 pictures in one afternoon, and only one of them came out, one. And I was like, I don't have time to do this every year. I'm just going to keep getting the same haircut and buying the same style of glasses. So I get my hair cut every 3 or 4 months to keep it about the same length. So, yeah. So I get my hair cut all the time. I just keep it this length by cutting it. Joe, really, your dad is my mom's boss. No personal info, but it starts with an R, the company. Well, hi, the Blockness Monster. I hope you are having a wonderful day. That is entirely plausible to me. Okay, so we just grabbed a whole bunch more dirt so that we can... Why did we grab a whole bunch more dirt? I'm completely running on autopilot while I answer your questions. Oh, it's because I needed to fill this hole in. Yay, there was actually an objective there that I'm achieving. It's always nice. Barbara says, I'm a D&D nerd. I DM my own games on Friday after your Minecraft crave is done. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, the best way to you know, keep a game running is to run it. Like, it would be so fun to be in somebody else's game, but realistically, I've found that a lot of times if I want to play, I gotta be like, hey guys, we're playing, I'll run it. Let's go. YTDH says, wow, it's 7 degrees Celsius now. That sounds cold, but I don't know. Okay. Howdy, Ratapaw. Glad to have you. Yeah, I know Blockness Monster. Yeah, there's a G in there, too. Welcome, Hime11. Am I good at math? Not really. I only got as far as first level calculus. So I can't do, like, Diffie Q or anything. like, I understand the fundamentals of statistics, but I never actually took a statistics course, like a dedicated statistics course. I just got, like, the high school level stuff. So, basically, I have the mathematical ability of a high school senior. So, not especially. Math is not my thing. Yeah, my dad is a cool dude, Block Ness Monster. Okay, so... Oh, you're in trigonometry. No, that's cool. Yeah, I took that in high school. I haven't thought about it much. Although, unless you count all the thinking about it I do for these builds. Ugh. Woo! We just got a $10 donation from Karis Sophia. Let me see if there's a note attached to that, because I should check these things. Thank you, Karis Sophia. $10 toward my Hermit Quest fundraising. So the idea is that each of these Hermit Quest episodes will go up ad-free for everybody. Every time we hit $40, the next one will be not necessarily immediately uploaded. Well, technically they're already uploaded. They're all queued up, but I removed the monetization so that way they can be enjoyed by everyone without advertisement. So thank you, Karis Sophia, for making everyone's day a little bit easier. So, let's see. What is my wife's major? She is a biophysics student. She's working on her PhD right now. So, okay. Riley says, my friends love D&D, so we try and play as much as we can, which isn't much. Yeah, it's hard to schedule people. Like, especially, like, now that I've got a kid and stuff, like, and my friends, a lot of them moved away. So, yeah. We play sometimes at conventions, but yeah, it's not like as much as we would all like. Okay, so we're just going to put these here. Okay, so let's go ahead and pull this map now. Wrong map, technically. Pull this map. That's kind of okay, but yeah, we're still waiting for this to grow in, I guess, here. So... Wow, okay, how am I so bad at I should name all of these maps. Okay, so that's that one. And it looks like the grass is slowly growing in. While I'm here, I've got now, suddenly for the first time ever since I started this yard, I've got more dirt than I need. Which I don't know how to mentally deal with. Hey, DJ... Pix9, thank you for the follow. Oh, and Cara Sophia waved. Dang it, I waved too. I'm not used to the camera pointing the other way. Hello, powerful Levi. Oh, good job, Block This Monster. Let's see. So once the grass grows in, I think we're going to switch to recording mode. Welcome, Samira, too. Glad to have you. We're going to switch to record mode shortly and work a little bit on our roof. Let's dump the extra dirt first, as well as these acacia planks. I'm going to want these. I'm going to need the ender pearls for sure. So, let's go ahead. We're going to figure out some math when we get up there. Block of quartz. I wonder if I should cook some sand real quick. Like, I know I'm going to need more glass. So, why don't I just grab some of this and just... Oh, because that's clearly unnecessary. Why don't we drop the rest of that in over here and over here. Great. Gotta keep those hoppers hopping. They're non-stop. So we'll go ahead and forge some of these. Okay, so welcome, Christopher Wildly. Am I never gonna make a house? Well, I made a house, but I didn't like it as much as everything else. Kurt Winter says I should make a hobbit hole. Yeah, I've kind of like, so to some degree, once I get the castle finished, I might move into the castle here. But I don't know. Gotta figure it out. I've got so much more stuff I want to build, but this project is just so massive. It's quite the time-consuming endeavor. But let's go ahead and start working on this for right now. Let me pull up got my map of the castle here, which I'm holding upside down and backwards. Which, yeah, there's the wooden portcullis, all sorts of stuff. So, like I said, I didn't design this castle. I'm just implementing a design so I can learn about design. So, we will go ahead and... Is this actually directly underneath here? Because it's supposed to be. Okay, good. Yeah, that is directly underneath there. Okay, so that gate is supposed to be 20 blocks high. So this one over here is relatively low, whereas this one over here is actually relatively high. Dang it. Of course I realize now I'm bad at everything. So we were going to go ahead and do this. Spooky month is here. Very true, powerful Levi. I love me some Halloween. Alrighty, bye Black Spider Game, and hope you have a great night. Hope everybody here is having a good night. Just kind of nice to chill, get a little bit done, you know, hanging out, playing games. Okay, so kind of continuing this way. It looks like we're supposed to go about 6 blocks up, and then at least one more block up. Actually, let's go 6 blocks up and then another 2 blocks up. Just kind of eyeballing this. There's supposed to be some arches at some point, but I think we're not there yet. So once we reach about here, then we start getting into the arches. Kurt Winter says, where is everyone? I'm in Australia. I'm in Nashville, Tennessee. Lost Prophet says, good night indeed. Although it would seem I have to go rescue some stranded friends. Alrighty, sorry. Good luck with your adventure there. I live in a house if you could have a castle, Christopher Wildly explains, because a house has less cleaning and less upkeep. Very true, but this is a Minecraft castle, so I can just enjoy living here and not have to deal with all the resultant problems, which is a small joy. Whoops. Okay, so this is going to go torches right here, here. We're just going to kind of space these out according to the pattern. 1, 2, 3. There we go again. And once I get these torches up here, I can just drop down the other side and start working on the other one. Okay, so that lines up there. Oh, geez. I didn't realize this window was going to overlap like that. Huh. I wonder if I had planned something about that or if I was just resigned to it. I guess I could just leave it kind of diagonal somehow. Yeah, that's going to have to be what I do. Is I'm just going to leave it. I'm going to have it kind of hew out this way a little. And then yeah, that kind of works. A few people from Michigan, Atlanta, Hawaii, Tobias the Pious from the island state of Hawaii. Welcome, Tobias. Okay. Barbara says it's cool that someone else is a Minecraft nerd like I am. Yep. Oh, Bengineer just joined the stream. Welcome, Bengineer. Glad to have you. When Hurricane Irma was going to hit, my parents were thinking of going to Tennessee, but we stayed home, says Powerful Levi. Well, you know, that's more their call than mine. But Tennessee is always a great place to visit when you are not under terrifying duress. So, you know, you're always welcome back. Mike says, yeah, I keep my Minecraft nerding on the down low. I mean, me too. Like, you guys see me when I'm talking about Minecraft all the time, but, like, in my normal life, I don't talk about Minecraft all the time, because that would be weird. Like, this is my outlet for wanting to talk about Minecraft all the time. I do this so that I can live a normal life the rest of the time. Why do I have 50,000 subs and 21 people watching? Well, it's because my channel started a long time ago, and not all of those people are still active on YouTube. That's a big part of it. So I first started on YouTube in 2011, so that's 6 years ago now. Whoa, we got $30 from Eagle Fan. Good evening, Eagle Fam. Let's go ahead and check out that. That is awesome. That is going to put us over the top for episode 6. You know, I should probably go somewhere in-game that's not going to kill me. What did I do? Oh, no. Okay. We're going to run inside real quick so we don't die. Last thing we need to do is turn Eagle Fam's beautiful gift into a terrible death. So we're just going to jump up here real quick. And then, so we have 5 episodes already ad-free, represented by these 5 dice. Whoops, gotta hold this. So, now we have a 6 die. Boom! Eagle Fam put us over the top with her $30 gift. So we are gonna take the message here and go whoosh. So that was episode 6 ad-free, 40 out of 40. Now, boom, thank you Eagle Fam so much for that. That is gonna get us halfway through the series. Whoops. And then we have an extra $20 already of progress toward episode 7. So if I could put half of this 7th die in there, I would. But that would... I don't want to break it. It's so adorable. So, not going to do that. Cubfan says, for some reason I have that song used in Season 4 stuck in my head. Who's the guy who can conquer death? That's Joe Hills. I play for Nashville when I play Minecraft. That's Joe Hills. So yeah, thank you, Eagle Fam. That is very awesome of you. So let's see, where do I get my dice from? Those big dice are very hard to get. We did the... my hair looks dumb because I swept it too far. We got those from a dice shop in Nashville when we started doing our Pitfalls and Penguins video streams because it was easier to see on the camera what we rolled. But they stopped making them. And so they're really expensive online now compared to what you used to be able to buy them for at the time. Someone says, I don't think I recall being able to change streams. Oh, hey, Hermitcraft is now auto-hosted me. Thank you, Hermitcraft. Hey, Cubfan's here. Wait, really? Oh, Cubfan's in the chat of the game. I've got 4 chats technically running. Minecraft one of them. Okay, that's where Cubfan is. Great. So, where do I get my... so, Creeper Exploder says, hi. Hi, Creeper Exploder. When am I going to go to Australia, says Kurt Winters. I don't know. It's a very expensive trip to make and very far away. So, probably not anytime soon. Although I do appreciate the offer to stay with you. But given that Australia is so massive, the odds of me happening to be in wherever you live probably be pretty small anyway. So... yeah, Mother Yackle says, Night Stream. It's like Night Moves, except it's a different song and not with other famous people. It's with me instead. Yeah. Okay. So, the way that this thing works is it actually has these arches that lead up to there and support that bridge. But I'm not sure exactly... wow. I kind of think... oh, geez, man. This is... maybe I've even built this way too low because the walls here are 90 feet up. Wow, what was that? Oh, hey, Engineer. Is there a reason for no quality settings in the mixer stream? I have no idea. I didn't tell it not to. I don't know. I could also class Book and Quill as a form of chat. That's true. Oil Vlogger says, yo, hi. Welcome. Alrighty. What is my favorite class to play in D&D? I really... back when we were doing the Pitfalls and Penguins games, I was playing man. I was playing as an illusionist. I was a bassist in a band, but I would also do special effects, and that was really fun. But that's not D&D. I mean, so the thing is, there are a lot of things that are fun to play, but I don't know. Well, Ollie Vlogger says, can I join Hermitcraft Season 6? There is no Hermitcraft Season 6 announced. Sorry. That's a mystery to everyone. Okay, so what was I going to do? I was going to figure out how to build these arches, but I'm looking at them, and this is... Actually, maybe should be way higher up. This is a big thing here. But you know what? We probably don't need to actually build these arches today to get the progress we need done on this other thing. Although, if I start working on this roof, it'll get easier. Oh, but I'm going to be out of those tree things again. Okay, so... Wow, there's a lot of angles of this. I'm realizing I basically am going to run out of chorus fruit before I run out of roof to do. Which I thought I was pretty okay on roof stuff, but maybe not. Hey, Matthew Morgan, glad to have you. Teddy Gaiman says, can I join you? Sorry, this is an invite-only server, and I do not control the invites. Creeper Explorer says, Joe, I've been subscribed for over a year now. Thank you. Glad to hear it. Olive Vlogger says, wait, so Hermitcraft might end here? I mean, in theory, everything might end here. Who knows what tomorrow will bring? But there's no formal announcement at this time of the next season. So, people who are interested in joining next season will have to wait for such an announcement. Sorry. Let's see what else is going on. What is the fourth chat I have open? I have Twitch, Mixer, Hermitcraft, in-game chat, and YouTube. Whoa, that makes a cool noise when it grows. But also a creepy noise? Okay, so let's go ahead and knock another one of these off. As long as I get one each time or so, I'm probably coming out ahead. Or at least I'm not getting behind. What's the name of the castle I'm making? This is Castle Ravenloft. It was created by Tracy and Laura Hickman in 1981 for Dungeons & Dragons. And I'm trying to adapt it from Minecraft so I can learn a little bit about game design and mapping. It's a pretty academic exercise, really. I just always trying to teach myself something when I can. So, let's see. Logan says, what are you stalking us? Okay. Nope, you guys are the ones talking to me. Did I catch Dinnerbones' tweets about 113? I know he's been changing a lot of commands. Can I recite some poetry, Joe? Says a valiant soul. Well, I feel like I don't want to be a one-trick pony, but, because I just did the New Jersey variant of Jabberwocky the other night. I always do the Iliad and the Cremation of Sam McGee. What other poems do I actually have memorized? Well, I mean, I could do the preamble to the Constitution, like, we the people, in order to form a more perfect union, establish justice and ensure domestic tranquility, provide for the common defense, promote the general welfare, and secure the blessings of liberty to ourselves and our posterity, do ordain and establish this Constitution of the United States of America. I mean, I can do that, but that's not really a poem. That's just something somebody wrote a long time ago that I happen to have memorized. Do I know Mumbo? I don't have him memorized, no. But I have hung out with him at a house in Los Angeles, and, you know, whatever. Do I think it's possible for other platforms of Minecraft to join Hermitcraft? Like, maybe. Not anytime soon. Because you can only play with more than 10 people at a time on the Java edition. And we have more than 10 people that play sometimes. So, there's that. Creeper Explainer says, smile more. Have I listened to Hamilton? I'm trying to think, like, how I would... Look around, look around. It's a wonderful time to be alive right now. History is happening in Manhattan, and we just happen to be in the greatest city in the world. The greatest city in the world. Look around. Work, work. Yeah, there. I know a little Manhattan. No, not Manhattan. I know a little bit of Hamilton. It's a hard show to sing from solo because only really the slow songs like Dear Theodosia have like one person singing. Most of the parts have like 8 people singing back and forth to each other. So it's hard to hey Randy Nicole, glad to have you. It's hard to do like Hamilton stuff. Like if I was just like if I was trying to do any of the interactions between Hamilton and Burr, I'd have to do 2 voices. And I'm not actually a good singer or able to really jump between the 2. So, yeah. Let's see. I think I left some black dye in here that I can use for this window stuff. Okay. I feel like I'm just going to use all of this for black for right now, because we have enough of it. I have a perfect voice to do children's audiobooks. That's probably true. I'm trying to think if I know any children's audio books. It's like... Could do Cat in the Hat, maybe? No, I don't have Cat in the Hat memorized. Hey, Montuos, awake and aware for a Joe Hill stream. Glad to have you. It's like... Do I have a shop set up in the Hermit Caves? I do. It sells poetry, and it sells dungeon mastering, and it sells advice. Okay. Now there's also supposed to be a window in the servants' quarters area, which is accessible from over... I'm gonna have to run all the way up this so I can jump down here. No, I've got to have a way to get over to there. Oh, yeah, there it is. There's also a window I need to put in right here. Thank you, Kale. Hey there, sweet cattle. How are things on Joe Hill's server? It's not really Joe Hill's server, so I guess it doesn't matter. Let's see, we got a question here from YTDH. Any tips for a first video? So here's the thing, is like, before my first video, I recorded a few trial videos, because you really can't, I don't know. You can't, like, plan everything out. You just gotta do it. And the more times you practice, the easier it is to do. Let's see. Boom, boom, boom. Would I be willing to play D&D with strangers? Well, I do sometimes do test games with my Patreon subscribers, but we talk all the time on Discord, so it's not like we're strangers at this point for the most part. Like, I mean, I keep up with some people more, like, we chat more often than others, depending on people's schedule. Joe, streaming on Twitch and YouTube. Yeah, I am switching. I'm streaming on all 3. Okay, will I build Hogwarts next season? I thought about building Hogwarts this season, actually. I just got so caught up with this thing. But, I don't know. I worry, though, that a lot of people would... I feel like a lot of people are really into the Warner Brothers Hogwarts, and I don't like the Warner Brothers Hogwarts. So, I feel like that might just get me in a lot of fights with people who are like, no, you're misinterpreting Hogwarts. I don't think that your appreciation for the original books and your thoughtful exploration of their themes is appropriate in a world where Warner Brothers has decided for us what all this looks like, man. And it's like, man, I don't want to deal with that, man. Just leave me alone. So, yeah. Dane Lane says there isn't anyone stranger than my Patreon fans. Yep. How big is the castle going to be when it's done? About that big. It'll go up to the build limit. Randy Nicole says that's probably how people really sound. Probably. Only the ones that are going to criticize me about Harry Potter, though. Everybody else is fine. Oh, I forgot I had this little path here. Although, I'm sure that mobs can come in through there. I should probably close that off. It's a bad idea to leave that open. Mother Yackle says, Joe, tell Dane I say hi. Guys, I am not your, what do you call it, service? Telephone service? You just buy a telegram like anyone else. Ryan, is that only a Patreon thing? In general, it's easier to coordinate with Patreon fans than with the general public when I want to test something. And it's also kind of a nice treat for them since they do help support the studio, which I have behind me. I'm in a room that costs money every month, and these guys help pay for it. So if I don't have enough people fill a game, I might ask other people to jump in and fill slots. But in general, anything like that's going to go to the Patreon fans first. So, let's see here. So this is actually going to have a low roof. And it should actually go up a little bit higher than that, now that I'm looking at this. Somebody says, if you want to contact another hermit, just go to Twitter and go directly to the source. Well, Dane Lane isn't another hermit. He's another Patreon patron. They're just bothering me right now, being silly. What am I doing with the torches? I'm marking out a grid so that when we play the game, we can tell how far away people are from, like, monsters and stuff. So, yeah, the Discord is also only a Patreon thing. If it's your full-time job to do YouTube, you can make time to run a free service. But because I also have a full-time job, I don't have time to administer a service for as many people as I would like. So it's not that I'm against the idea of having a free Discord, it's that it would not be... I couldn't have the quality level that I would expect for something with my name on it with the amount of time I could put into it right now. Okay, so... yeah, Minecraft Edition Rock is the rewritten C# version of Minecraft. And it's not Java, and so it works entirely differently in some contexts. Okay, so in order to make this work here, I think we're going to need to put the half slabs on the top, and... okay, so I'm going to switch to recording mode now. So, start recording, turn off face cam. Okay. So when I'm in recording mode, guys, I usually don't acknowledge the chat because I'm doing the YouTube segment. So this is the behind the scenes. I'm going to move the microphone a little closer to me. There we go. Perfect for YouTube. As you can see, I have filled in the yard here, and I've even gone so far as to start working on this wall here that separates the chapel courtyard from the south courtyard there. I gotta say, you know, watching grass grow is not my favorite thing to do. A lot of people say, Joe, you're more interested than watching grass grow. And I decided it would be a good service to you guys to time skip through the grass growing portion of this while I didn't watch the grass grow, because grass watched never grows, or something. It might not boil either. If you see it boiling, you know, immediately probably get inside, because that is an unsafe temperature for human subsistence. No, not sustainability. It's an unsustainable temperature for humans, but, like, I don't think that your body's homeostasis would be able to keep up. At the point where the grass is boiling, man, you got to get out there. That's none too safe. So, anyway, we're going to go ahead and just kind of... this window here kind of throws a crease into my plans. Wasn't sure exactly how I wanted to deal with that. I'm not sure I love it, but on the whole, you know, that kind of works. We've also shored up this wall over here a little bit because it takes a long time for all this grass to grow. And then, boom, look at this. I filled in this whole yard. So now I've got room for all of these maps, so no matter which one is the wrong one, I can switch to the right one. Oh, look at that. Perfect. We got our little roof going on there. Now, this fence here, or this wall, is going to actually link to this bridge with arches. I don't have time to build those today. But what I do want to make time for is I want to fix that Castle Peak roof up there, because that thing is just not steep enough to show the angle of itself, basically from any point of view. I'm going to climb this ladder. Wow, what a fast ladder climb. It's amazing what you can do in Final Cut Pro. Anyway, look at that. You can't even see the peaked roof because of the way it's going. So what I really need to do is just jump over there, which now I'm realizing will involve climbing another ladder very rapidly. But hey, I get to take advantage of my little bridge here that I built, get to look down at that little roof, that low roof, and enjoy my beautiful new yard with its almost perfect grid. I see you, missing torch. I'm just going to assume a cow kicked that over. You know, they're responsible for the Chicago fire, too. They are always getting into trouble, them cattle. Anyway, that's what I heard. But we're going to hop down here, grab ourselves another ladder, and start climbing one rung at a time. This is gonna get edited out of the video audibly, because it's inexcusable to spend this much time laddering. Everybody says, Joe, what was that sound? That clattering? And I say, it was me laddering with plate armor on. Whoosh, we have made it. Look at this. Oh, good thing I filled in that floor. Now, so the way the roof is now, it's basically at a 45-degree angle, and there's at least one block missing clearly. Wonder if I could use that to ender pearl onto the... You know, I'm immediately... We're going to actually get the ender pearls back out, so we have them. We'll get our bow and arrow out, because I've had one spider at least try to attack me over here before. But what I'm thinking is, we're going to go ahead and climb up to... Let's say this point, and we're just going to start kind of building our peaked roof from here. This is a much, much lower angle, and this will give us the space we need to really give this a new go. What I'm thinking is I'll do one stairwell and then a few blocks straight up, and then one stairwell and then a few blocks straight up. Now, how many blocks do we have? A few, but not as many as I would like. Hopefully it's enough, but we will find out shortly. Okay, so we're going to start. Woo, not how we want to do that. Stairs are dangerous, yo. Dang it, stairs. You had one job, which was not to fall all the way to down there. I should have started working on that roof first so I wouldn't fall this far when I fall. Okay, so... That was terrifying. Also, like, I totally didn't handle that situation well. I was not in control of that situation, like, at all. Okay, so... Okay. Didn't work. What? My bed was missing or obstructed. Dang it. Oh, I know why. That was a mistake of mine. I shouldn't have slept in that crib. I knew it was a bad idea. I slept in it anyway. Conquering death in all seasons. Where is it? Sometimes I spring, sometimes I fall. Somewhere like that. Let's go ahead and hope that this hallway goes somewhere. Dang it. Oh, come on. Somewhere there's a way to get back to the spawn. I think if I follow this... So this is where we're actually going to splice in the theme song. Who's the guy who can conquer death? That's Joe Hills. He plays for Nashville when he plays Minecraft. That's Joe Hills. That's Joe Hills. Let's hope I can actually... Oh, look at this guy. Look at all of these guys. This is an unacceptable quantity of problems to have in this area. Okay, you guys are not welcome here. You guys can get out of my face. Come on, you're on ice. How are you not falling backwards more quickly? Fall away from me when I strike you. Off with you. Away. Whoa. No, I'm gonna die again. Okay. Well, that reminds me of that time that I had a parallel tunnel that went from over here to somewhere else. Okay. So we're gonna go this way now. Until we get to that tunnel. Oh no, this is that tunnel. That tunnel doesn't go all the way to there. Did they leave? Maybe they jumped off. They got bored, maybe. Maybe I've got a clear shot at getting home. I'm like Dr. Sam Beckett. Maybe the next leap will be the leap home. You know, I dare to dream. Yeah, that's right. You jump down there in the lava. See if I care. If I take like a single heart of fall damage, though, I'm out. Okay. First thing we're going to do is go down to the level of the floor to avoid fall damage. Then we're going to sleep in a real bed that's not missing or obstructed. Why would it let me sleep in that bed if it was going to be missing or obstructed, though? Okay. So. Oh, of course I take a half heart of damage, of course. And then I remember I have no food here to speak of or to eat of. Golden apples. I have 2 golden apples. Okay, well, given my dire situation and the fact that that stuff is going to start despawning soon. Okay, well, it looks like at least I've got pants. I'm going to put some pants on. And a helmet. Then I'm going to eat this apple. Then I'm going to start eating this beetroot. Okay, so at least we're getting some health back. Okay, so I've got at least 1 ender pearl, so I'm confident that I can get back. I'm going to have to get some carrots. Are any of these carrots full grown yet? No, of course not. Dang it. The wheat is partially grown, but that's not good to eat without actually manufacturing into something. Yeah, guys, I read the comments when I'm in recording mode. I just don't respond to them. So, yeah, not a good time to spam. Because it just makes me more frustrated that I don't have... that it's going to slow me down. Hey, Ryan Moravi just pledged the $5 on Patreon. Awesome. Then you should see... so there's a Discord link in there that's patrons only. You might have to go back a little bit to the patrons only post to find it. But yeah, there's an invite link in there. So thank you for your donation, Ryan. Sorry, Village Slayer. It is... what do you call it? Invite-only server that I don't control the invites for. Also, I'm racing the clock to not die or lose all my stuff. Okay. So we're going to race up the stairs. Go, Speed Racer Joe. But anyway, as fast as we are hurling down the track, we need to get up onto this roof real fast, real quickly. Dang it. Okay, this was supposed to be a video that ended with me finishing that roof up there, which at least I gotta say, now I can tell that that roof exists. Thank goodness I didn't just die there. We're just gonna grab all this stuff and let's look at what we did do. We got the ground. We got the grass is growing. The grass is always greener where we planted it, I think. And we've got the beginning of our new tower outline. I think that that's going to be a lot clearer that that's a triangle. Just looking at the geometry from here, bringing that down a few blocks like that, we have established that we have a plan for the tower. We have worked on our courtyard. We have put our feather fallen boots on right away and our other armor. Cool. So, anyway, this is enough progress to call it an episode. I gotta head out for the night. Until next time, y'all, this is Joe Hills from Nashville, Tennessee. Keep adventuring. Stream, stay tuned. I'm not actually ending the stream. I'm ending the recording. But there's no way that I'm going to have the mental capability to go back up there. I'm going to start transferring the footage to my laptop. And I actually went grocery shopping before this. I have a cooler that I put in my car because I knew I was going to record afterwards. But I'm kind of like, you know, how good a cooler is it really? Like, let's just get this imported and then maybe get home before my bread all thaws. We buy this frozen bread that's like halfway. It's like it's like basically frozen dough. But then when you wake up on a cold morning, you can just put it in the oven, and then it actually bakes, and it's like perfect for breakfast for me and my daughter. Why don't I have an Elytra? Because I died. Well, actually, because I cleared my inventory by accident one time. But yeah, when I am tired, I make a lot of mistakes, and I'm not going to be able to do that when I'm this tired. Like, realistically. CP Creeper Gaming says, now I want to go back and watch the GIF videos. Please do. I hope you guys enjoy my library of videos. I've been making these for a long time, and I try to make them to have enduring value. Like, you'll notice like, my videos don't all end with me going like, here, I don't know. I want my things to be good for a while. So hopefully you guys get something out of them. So let's see. While that file transfers, I'm going to go ahead and start on some. Oh, I guess the problem with this is, like, if I wanted to make a bunch of pants, like, at a certain point, they're just going to all fall on the ground. And then what? Then I'm just the pants guy. I'm the guy with too many pairs of pants. Okay, so, but I would like to actually seriously get armor on all these armor stands, which is another thing that I was hoping to do this episode, but realistically, at this point, I'm just gonna like fall in that pit right there. I don't even know why that pit is there. No, that's not the one that I'm worried about. There's one of these. There's somewhere here that I can fall, and I'll just keep falling for a while, and there's no justification for it. I need to fix that hallway. Okay, whoops. That's not how you do this. Although actually turning some of these back into blocks might be helpful at this point because they're just filling my thing. I should do a team video with somebody to get myself an Elytra. That's probably a good idea. It just hasn't. Honestly, flying on the server has been. So here's the thing. We try not to complain a lot about the server, but we get a lot of lag just because of the number of players and how insane their builds are. So it's kind of one of those things where, like, even when I have the Elytra, I can't use it half the time without the video becoming unwatchable. So at that point, it's just kind of like, why even bother replacing it? Do I have a horse named at something Hills this season? I do not. Did they move the server to Europe? They did. Will's Knight's last video was a lot of not being able to fly. Yeah, it's actually really frustrating to have an Elytra and not be able to use it. So at this point, I'm just kind of waiting for us to sort out the server lag issue before I rush to get a new Elytra. That's just kind of my approach to that. We'll throw these extra chest plates on the ground, and then pick one up. Okay. Are Mumbo and Impulse ever online at the same time? Not often. Okay, so now we can kind of finish some more of these. Is there an anti-lag thing in Mumbo's place? I'm sure. Samir2 says Scar has had a lot of issues with lag as well. Yeah, I'm aware. We believe me, we are trying to solve these problems, and normally we don't talk about them too much in public, but yeah, they can be very frustrating, and we are working on them. So don't worry. But yeah, it just, in the meantime though, while we try to sort these problems out, I'm just not in a huge rush to get my Elytra back. It's not going to make a difference in how I play the game, basically, if I can't actually use it, you know. Ugh, sorry, I don't want to be like sitting here whining. It's uninteresting. Wait, does this take me down to... No, that doesn't. Sorry, Ollie Vlogger. I'm not in charge of invites. Okay. CP Creeper Gaming says, why did Generic B leave? Because he didn't have time to do... He joined another multiplayer Minecraft server, and then he didn't have time to play on ours anymore. But... Whoops. Uh-oh. Did I put that on backwards? Oh, no. That's going to be a whole thing. Are half of these backwards? Or is it, did they just go on in the direction you're facing? Where's my face cam? Oh, I turned it off when I switched out of recording mode, sorry. Or when I switched into recording mode. Oh yeah, those guys are all facing the wrong way. Okay. So we're going to have to replace these facing the other way. I wonder if I did the same mistake downstairs. Okay, well that's fine. It looks like my footage has successfully transferred. Let me verify that real quick, and then we might go ahead and wrap it up. But yeah, thank you guys so much for joining me tonight. It is always a pleasure to have folks hang out while I work. Reveal and Finder. Yep, both pieces of footage transferred successfully. And I got to go home and edit tonight's video so that we have an episode go up in, oh geez, 9 hours? Is that? Ooh, yeah. I got to go. Well, thank you guys so much again. Thank you to Ryan for joining the Patreon thing. And thank you to Karis Sophia and Eagle Fam for their donations and helping us hit episode 6 being completely ad-free and episode 7 being partially ad-free. Well, or we're partial progress toward being completely ad-free. There's no partially ad-free on these. It's all or nothing. I'm hoping they're all ad-free, though. So anyway, until next time, y'all, this is Joe Hills from Nashville, Tennessee. Keep adventuring.